wish upon a star. Makes no difference who you are. Anyone you'd like to hear will come to you. Welcome to Arendelle. We will now explain the Frozen characters. And it was all inspired by a fairy tale called the Snow Queen. Alright, we start with Elsa. Regal and composed, Elsa has the unusual power to create snow and ice. She used to be afraid of her power and its potential to hurt others. In fact, she spent most of her life squelching her emotions in order to hide her power from others. But all that has changed thanks to the love and acceptance of her sister Anna. These days, Elsa is happy and content in the enchanted forest as the fifth spirit, while her sister is Queen of Arendelle. But Elsa is still happy to join the gang at the castle for the occasional game of charades. The head of Elsa's animated model has more than 400,000 individual strands of hair. An early version of the script for Frozen has Elsa as the villain of the movie, and was born on the winter solstice.
Now you know.
This is Anna. Anna is an idealist and an eternal optimist. She expects the best from every situation and displays an unshakable faith in others. Anna wears her heart on her sleeve. She is incredibly compassionate and is not shy about showing others how she feels. Above all, Anna is a doer. Having spent years locked behind the walls of the castle, watching the world pass her by, she jumps at the opportunity for adventure. And now that she is Queen of Arendelle, she is happy to have the love of all her people, especially her new fiancé, Kristoff.
Did you know that?
One of Anna's favorite desserts is crumb cake, a thin waffle-like cookie shaped like an ice cream cone and stuffed with sweet fillings. Anna was born on the summer solstice and is left-handed, and she plays a mean game of charades, especially when she's playing with Elsa, Olaf, and Kristoff.
Now you know.
You see, a lot of things have changed in this book, since there is a sequel of Frozen. There's King Agnarr. King Agnarr is a happy but very protective father and king. He loves his daughters and wants nothing more than to protect them from harm. King Agnarr does his best to teach Elsa to control her powers. It's from him that Anna and Elsa learn self-restraint and what it means to be a good leader. When King Agnarr was a boy, he went to the enchanted forest with his father. When the battle broke out between the Northuldra and the Arendellians, a young Northuldra girl saved him and left him outside the forest. There's Queen Iduna. Queen Iduna is Anna and Elsa's mother. As Queen of Arendelle, she's a great ruler, but her chief responsibility is to her daughters. Iduna loves them dearly and would do anything to protect them, especially from the secrets of her past. But as Elsa's powers continue to grow, Iduna wonders if her past might hold the answers for her family. Unfortunately, Queen Iduna and King Agnarr were lost in the dark sea while searching for these answers. Here is Kristoff. Kristoff may be a little bit of a fixer-upper, but this former ice harvester has a heart of gold, especially when he isn't lost in the woods. He grew up in the mountains of Arendelle, where he was raised by trolls. Having been orphaned at a young age, Kristoff is a realist with a practical view of the world. He knows how valuable family and friends are and understands the importance of being true to oneself. Kristoff has never had to look out for anyone but himself and his reindeer Sven. But that changed when he met Anna and Olaf. Now he is ready to take the next step with Anna as she tackles her new role as Queen of Arendelle.
Did you know that?
Kristoff's full name is Kristoff Bjorgman, and he mined the stone for Anna's engagement ring by himself out of the Black Mountains.
Now you know.
Meet Gerda. Gerda has been a servant in the castle since King Agnarr and Queen Iduna's reign. In fact, when the gates are closed, she is one of very few to remain in the castle. But Gerda is much more than just a servant. She's like a member of the family. It's her job to keep the royal household running. This is Kai. Kai oversees the castle. He is much more than a staff member. He is more like a member of the family. It is Kai who informs Anna that her parents have passed and who helps Elsa prepare for her coronation. He also handles relations with the visiting dignitaries once the castle gates are reopened. There's Sven. Sven is more than just the reindeer that pulls Kristoff's sleigh. He is also a loyal friend, at times even acting as a conscience for Kristoff. With a shake of his head or a stomp of his hoof, Sven can steer Kristoff onto the right track and keep him on his best behavior. Sven and Kristoff have conversations on a regular basis. Sure, Kristoff provides Sven's silly reindeer voice, but that doesn't make the conversations any less meaningful. Although Kristoff has now found the love of his life, he still leans on Sven to help him deal with his emotions. And Sven's heroism shows us once again why reindeer are better than people.
Did you know that?
Sven's favorite snacks are carrots and lichen, and was originally going to have only one antler. And his behavior is based off that of a dog.
Now you know.
This is Bolda. In addition to nurturing the younger trolls, Bolda is Kristoff's adoptive mother. She loves Kristoff and wants what is best for him. In fact, Bolda is somewhat of a love expert. She's quite knowledgeable in the art of relationships and matchmaking, and feels that Anna is an excellent fit for her Kristoff. Meet Grandpappy. As old as the oldest rocks, Grandpappy is the wisest of the trolls. It is he who heals Anna when she is struck by Elsa's magic as a child, and who warns Elsa that fear will be her enemy. It is also to Grandpappy whom Kristoff brings Anna when she is again struck by Elsa's magic. When a powerful magic threatens Arendelle, Grandpappy brings news that Elsa's powers have awoken a most powerful and ancient magic. Grandpappy volunteers to take care of the villagers of Arendelle as Anna and Elsa depart on their journey to the Enchanted Forest. There's Hans. Prince Hans of the Southern Isles is everything a prince should be. Romantic, well-educated, and smooth. On the surface, he appears to be Anna's knight in shining armor, but in reality there is nothing wholesome about this prince. As the youngest of 13 brothers, Hans stands no chance of inheriting a kingdom on his own. He proposes to Anna the first day they meet, but he is motivated by greed rather than love. He wants a throne and is willing to go to any lengths to get it. Luckily, his scheme is revealed, and he is sent back to the Southern Isles.
Did you know that?
Hans's horse is named Citron, and has more siblings than any other Disney villain.
Now you know.
Meet Oaken. Oaken is the owner of Wandering Oaken's trading post and sauna. He is good-natured and helpful. Though he may throw you out in the snow if you offend him, Oaken is a true businessman. He recognizes the laws of supply and demand, so when a snowstorm overtakes Arendelle, he happily offers a deep discount on his summer interns, while doubling the price of the winter gear. He also fancies himself an amateur inventor. He sells many things of his own invention, including a sun balm and a cold remedy. Above all, Oaken is a family man. He cares deeply about his large family. There's the Duke of Weselton. The Duke of Weselton may have some impressive dance moves, but he's a weasel when it comes to trade. Arrogant and opportunistic, the Duke visits Arendelle hoping to find information he can exploit for his own profit. Ruled by fear, the Duke of Weselton proclaims Elsa a monster when her powers are revealed, and he tries to turn the people of Arendelle against their queen. Thankfully, the Duke is proven wrong when Elsa returns home and restores summer to Arendelle. As a result of his actions, all trade between Weselton and Arendelle is suspended. Now here's Olaf. In summer or not, Olaf is one happy snowman. The first time Elsa and Anna built a snowman together when they were children was a moment of pure happiness. When Elsa later inadvertently creates a living snowman named Olaf, the happiness of that childhood moment is reflected in his personality. Olaf views the world with childlike naivete and wonder. He sees the good in everything and rarely notices when things go wrong. Even in the face of grave danger, Olaf remains optimistic. While Olaf still loves warm hugs, he has also learned to read, and his questions have gotten bigger and more philosophical. He can also play a mean game of charades.
Did you know that?
Olaf no longer needs his personal flurry. Elsa has now given him a layer of permafrost. In order to accurately animate Olaf's walk cycle to mimic the way of a child would move, one of Olaf's supervising animators used his son as a reference during production, and is not able to bend his arms.
Now you know.
There's Marshmallow, like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Back when she was secluded in the Ice Palace, Elsa created this giant ice guard to make sure people would leave her alone. Marshmallow, as he was named by Olaf, is a harmless mound of snow and ice until he gets angry. That's when the icicle spikes come out. These days, the big snowman lives in Elsa's palace where he takes care of the Snowgies and keeps them out of trouble. Now here are the Snowgies. These happy, energetic snowmen are the result of Elsa's first cold. Every time she sneezed, more of them would pop into the air. Snowgies love birthday cake. They will do anything to get a piece. Olaf loves them and calls them his little brothers. The Snowgies live in Elsa's palace with Marshmallow. But wait! Here are some characters from the film's sequel. Yelena. Yelena is the outspoken leader of the Northuldra, yet she resists seeing the similarities between them and the Arendellians. She's very protective of her people. She longs for the days when they were still in harmony with all the spirits of nature. She is a firm believer that the Arendellians were the instigators of the battle, the day the mist surrounded the enchanted forest. Honeymaren. Bold and brave, Honeymaren longs to roam the land with all the reindeer, to be free of the conflicts of the past and the enchanted forest. When she meets Anna and Elsa, she's hopeful they might be the ones to finally help everyone escape from the enchanted forest. Honeymaren realizes that at their heart, the Arendellians and the Northuldra are far more alike than they are different. Meet Ryder. Ryder is Honeymaren's brother. He embraces life with gusto and handles tension with a disarming smile and a witty remark. Ryder's love of reindeer might just rival Kristoff's. In Kristoff, he finds a kindred spirit, someone who knows what reindeer are thinking and speaks for them too. But unlike Kristoff, Ryder's never been able to roam the Great Plains or see the wide open skies. He yearns to be set free from the enchanted forest and to embrace the world and all the reindeer in it. Meet King Runeard, King Agnar's father. Runeard is the grandfather of Elsa and Anna and the former king of Arendelle. He was ruler when Arendelle Castle and the village of Arendelle were built along Arengeford. He built a dam to connect the lands of Northuldra as a symbol of peace. He also hosted a celebration for the Arendellians and the Northuldra once the dam was completed. However, the king was lost at the same celebration when a battle of unknown origins broke out between the two groups of people. Say hello to Mattias. For years, Lieutenant Destin Mattias loyally protected his homeland of Arendelle and served as the official guard to Prince Agnarr. Although at times he was more like the prince's wise older brother, but he became stuck in the enchanted forest, where he's been for more than 30 years. He's never forgotten his sworn duty to Arendelle, but the arrival of Elsa and discovery that she has a magical power is just the first of many challenges to his long-held beliefs. One thing he holds tight to is the advice given to him over the years by his beloved father. You see that circling around Elsa? That's the wind spirit. Full of mischief, Gale is the first spirit encountered by our group from Arendelle. At first, it seems playful as it pulls everyone into its swirling vortex, but then it tightens tighter and tighter on Elsa, forcing Elsa to use her power in a new way. Meet the water spirit. The mythical water knock takes the form of a horse. It has the power of the ocean with a change of a stallion and can be found in any body of water in the enchanted forest, as well as in the depths of the dark sea. The water knock is a fierce warrior and guards the secrets of the enchanted forest fiercely. A person must prove themselves worthy and earn its respect before the water knock will let them pass to discover the biggest secret of them all. Meet the fire spirit. The fire spirit, named Bruni, appears during times of unrest. As the salamander runs around, it leaves a trail of fire in its wake. But the fire is not an ordinary one. It does not go out when Elsa blasts it with her power. It is only when the salamander crawls onto Elsa's palm and is calmed that all the flames go out. And here are the earth giants. Asleep by day, earth giants roam the south end of the enchanted forest by night. They rise as tall as the trees and can flatten anything that stands in their way with one well-placed foot or an expertly aimed boulder. They have a nose for the scent of Elsa's magic and seek it out from wherever they are. But even when they rest, travelers on the river still need to be wary. What might seem like ordinary hills and mountains along the banks are actually the sleeping giants. And those are all the Frozen characters, including the ones from Frozen 2. Join me next time. Well, actually, we'll go back in time, and we'll explain characters from The Good Dinosaur.